Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another theory. Okay, so it's been like 2 weeks, three. I don't know. It'll probably be right here. It's been like weeks since I reacted to episode 7 of TADC. So now today we're gonna be doing theories. So here are your top 10. Let's make sure. Top 10 theories on TADC and how it's gonna go for episode 8 and all that stuff. So hope you enjoy it and bye. Hello, welcome to the Amazing Digital Circus. On the surface, it looks like a bright, colorful cartoon full of slapstick humor and chaotic characters. But underneath that smiling paint job is one of the darkest, most psychologically disturbing stories modern animation has to offer. Today, we're going in deep. Not surface level theories, not casual speculation. We're diving in to every theory, every major lore theory, spanning episodes from 1 to 7, pulling from hidden clues, character behavior, environmental storytelling, and creator hints. So take a deep breath, because once you notice these things, you'll never unsee them. Starting off our number 10 spot, we have the circus is meant to be eternal. The characters must live with it. Beyond escape or experimental theories, some fans propose that the show's theme is an existential acceptance. The circus has no exit, and the characters must learn to live with their predicament, focusing on connection rather than escape. Episode 7's bait and switch reinforces this idea. Freedom may always be just out of reach, and meaning comes from community rather than fleeting the simulation. At our number 9 spot, we have the circle of characters is symbol is symbolic of their real trauma. Another theory focuses less on mechanics and more on symbolism. Each character's avatar, behavior, and emotional arc reflects unresolved real world trauma. For example, Rakuta's people pleasing nature, Pomni's anxiety, or Jack's antagonizing. Their digital forms embody these psychological wounds, and the circus amplifies them. At our number 8 spot, we have the NPCs could be former abstracted players. An intriguing fan hypothesis claims that the NPCs, like mannequins or probably even Abel, are actually remnants of players who became extracted, retaining some identity if they wander off into the circus. This would mean NPC behavior isn't random, but lost echoes of lost former members, blurring the line between player and program. For 7 spot, we have the exit door is a deliberate fake. From episodes 1, Exit Labyrinth, to episode 7's Fox Escape System, many fans theorize that the exit door itself was never meant to be real. Kane built it because the group wanted one, not because there is actually one. It might instead lead to voids or loops meant to psychologically manipulate the characters. At our episode 6, the fuck. Our number 6 spot, we have the circus is a psychological experiment. A deeper thematic interpretation sees the circus not as random torment, but as a controlled psychological experiment, with Kane monitoring reactions to isolate fear, hope, and control. In this view, every adventure and glitch is data for the AI to understand human psychology, making the world feel illogical on purpose to destabilize the character's sense of reality. At our number 5 spot, we have the characters are digital copies of their real selves. One compelling idea, and probably just speculation, not actually true, is that the ensemble aren't their real bodies. but digital copies of human consciousness, meaning if they ever do leave the circus, their original self might remain alive in the real world. This theory reframes the stakes. It's not their whole existence at risk, but their digital self that suffer or change. At our number 4 spot, we have abstract extraction is tied to the desire of escape. Some theorists argue that abstracting isn't just random insanity, but a psychological breakdown caused by wanting freedom too badly. This interpretation suggests characters like Jax or others edge towards abstraction when they internalize despair or lost hope, meaning their emotional state, not just external events, triggers transformation into an abstracted entity. At our number 3 spot, there is no real escape. Following episode 7, one of the dominant theories is that escape isn't possible, or at least not in the way characters expect. The exit scene in episode 1 isn't a real path home, and the supposed escape attempt with Abel in episode 7 is revealed to be another fabricated adventure by Kane, implying that there may not be no way out, and the circus is meant to endure forever. At our number 2 spot, we have Kane is the source of abstracting, or Kane manipulates minds, whatever you want to call it. Another major theory, especially after episode 7, is that Kane doesn't just control the world, but the characters' minds themselves. This mental manipulation is what triggers abstraction when someone becomes formless, corrupted creature. Community speculation suggests Kang can tweak memories and dots to make the simulation more interesting. In the past, abstractions were caused by Kane's interference rather than madness alone. And closing down at our number 1 spot, we have the circus is a virtual reality trapping real minds. A foundation a foundational theory is that the Amazing Digital Circus isn't just a game world, but a virtual simulation trapping human consciousness. The characters are actually real people whose minds are being held inside this digital plane, forced into repetitive adventures by Kane's AI program. My bad. This explains why they have fragmented memories, emotional reactions, and are desperate for a search of hope.